So, John Tavares, dude, last week when this injury happened to him, I honestly, there was a time my heart absolutely sunk, and it was one of the worst injuries I've ever seen in my life. I was really, like, I had a big pit in my stomach. I was wondering, like, oh my God, is his career over? Like, is he even gonna, like, it looks really, really bad. I don't even want to talk about it deeper than that, but thank God it wasn't. And 1 week later, Leafs fans, if you were watching last night, you know he was at the game at Scotiabank Arena watching in a box there, and he looked in good spirits. He was cheering. He was basically being a fan, okay, a passionate fan, and he looked in good spirits. He looked like he was doing okay, but as we know, it wasn't just a concussion that Tavares has been dealing with, but a knee sprain as well, a knee injury. So he's got two injuries that he's trying to come back from. And I found it really funny because I think it was 2 days ago, Darren Dreger went on Overdrive or one of those TSN shows, and he was like, oh, dude, it'll be weeks before Tavares even starts skating. And then the next day, the man's on the ice in the morning skating. Okay, I just found that hilarious. And honestly, it shocked a ton of people to see Tavares on the ice skating for the Toronto Maple Leafs there. And it got people wondering, like, people were thinking, oh my God, is he going to be ready in time for next season or whatever? But now we're thinking, could he be ready for the playoffs? And even further than that, if the Leafs make it, is he going to be ready for round 2 here against the Winnipeg Jets? Could he be back in time for that series? Now, if you ask me, game 1, dude, even if they give him a 5-day break, I don't think that's a possibility. And look, I could be the next Darren Dreger. Maybe he goes and he plays game 1. But I think if he does come back for round 2, I think it might be midway. You're talking about maybe game 4 or maybe past that a little bit. But here's what Elliot Friedman says. And if you guys watch me, you know that Elliot Friedman, to me, if he says something, it's gospel to me. He's almost never wrong. So Friedman says, potential next steps for Tavares: light exercise, increasing intensity of workouts 1 day at a time, if he's ready for that. May include light skating in the coming days. As it is a concussion, it will be handled with tremendous care by Toronto medical staff and Tavares' zone people. And this is a slippery slope here, and all the hockey players or just athletes in general who've had concussions, you feel me on this one. You know that a concussion, it's not always a straight line of progression. Day 1 better, 2 better, day 3 better, 4, and just incrementally going up and up and up and getting better. Sometimes with a concussion, day 1, you feel terrible. Day 2, you feel better. Day 3 better, and then day 4 you feel worse than you did on day 1, right? It could be like that with a concussion, so it's very, very tough, and that's why it's so tough to predict here. And the fact that so early on he's back on the ice, clearly the man is trying to make a speedy recovery and come back to come help his team and be what he needs for his team. The captain and honestly the second line center who Matthews and Marner, the way they're playing, they need Tavares to come in right now and help out there. But John Tavares, man, I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see if they go in round 2, because again, there's a possibility that he doesn't even play in round 2 at all. Okay, and if the Leafs do go on to round 3 against the American teams, that's when I think we might be looking closer to a Tavares return. But, I mean, I think he's definitely going to try to be there in time for round 2. So yeah, of course, everybody's going to keep monitoring the Tavares situation because this is a big development and a shocking one, to be honest with you. And I'll be keeping up with it too. And if this video does well, if we can garner some Leafs fans here following the channel as well, then of course, I'll stay updated here. I like the Leafs, I like the Habs. I mean, I like them both. It's just a fun playoff series all around. That's all I care about. But yeah, if you like more stuff like this, you want to see more Leafs content, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.